What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. For this camera comparison we have the Huawei P30 Pro. This is a phone that's almost a year old. We have the brand new Samsung Galaxy S20 and of course we have the LG G8X. Now taking a look at the camera systems on the back of these three devices, well, the Samsung Galaxy S20 and the P30 Pro are somewhat similar. We have the same main lens, we have an ultra-wide lens and a telephoto lens. But on the back of the LG G8X, we only have the main lens and an ultra-wide lens. So whenever I'm going to be showing you zoom pictures, that's not going to be a fair comparison because the S20 and the P30 Pro are using a mix of optical zoom and digital zoom, where the LG G8X is only using digital zoom. Alright, so throughout this video we are gonna see a bunch of daytime pictures. I've included zoom pictures, I've included some portrait mode pictures, pictures taken with the ultra-wide lenses on the back of these three devices. After those we're gonna see some regular pictures, so pictures taken with the main lenses. After those we're gonna move on and see some nighttime pictures, then we'll see some sample videos, and all the way at the end some selfies. And just in case you're wondering, all the pictures are taken on auto mode. If we have AI, and we do have AI on all three devices, the AI was turned on, and the pictures are taken about a second apart from each other. Like most of these camera comparisons, this is just my opinion, so you don't exactly have to agree with me. Pause the video, look at those pictures closely and make up your own opinion. And if you want to join the conversation, join me on Twitter and we can talk about these pictures more. Alright, so why don't we start with the daytime pictures and more specifically the zoom pictures. So the maximum that you can zoom in with the LG G8X is 8 times. So of course I've done 8 times with the S20 and 8 times with the P30 Pro. Now looking at those pictures, I have to say that every single picture taken by the Huawei P30 Pro is sharper. Not by much, but sharper than the S20. Now looking at the pictures taken by the LG G8X, well, those absolutely look horrible. So the LG G8X is not even in this race. As for colors, well, the color accuracy once again is better from the pictures taken by the P30 Pro. So if I would be to choose the phone that does best for zooming, I feel that the P30 Pro is the one. Moving on to ultra-wide pictures. Well, for ultra-wide pictures, the dynamic range from the pictures taken by the S20 is better, followed by the LG G8X, and with the P30 Pro being the last one. Now for color accuracy, unfortunately, the Samsung Galaxy S20 and the LG G8X do oversaturate those pictures quite a lot. So the sky is extremely blue, even the pictures, the buildings look kind of blue. So if you're looking for the phone that has the best color accuracy and probably the best sharpness for ultra-wide pictures, I feel that the P30 Pro did better. But definitely let me know in the comments down below what you think, which one does better for zoom pictures and for pictures taken with the ultra-wide lenses. Moving on to portrait mode pictures, well, I personally prefer every single portrait mode picture taken by the Samsung Galaxy S20. The edge detection is better and the colors are more accurate, and the subject just looks better than from the other two devices. Now with the S20 there are a couple of issues with focusing while taking these portrait mode pictures. So a lot of pictures that you're gonna take are gonna turn out blurry. However, when the focus is when the subject is in focus, the pictures do turn out great. So personally I prefer the pictures taken by the S20 for portrait mode pictures. Moving on to regular pictures, well, here if you look at the details, the S20 and the P30 Pro are somewhat similar, so the sharpness is about the same. The dynamic range from the pictures taken by the S20 seems to be better in most pictures, but then looking at the color accuracy, the P30 Pro is definitely the one to go for. Because pretty much every single picture taken by the S20 and the LG G8X is just way too saturated. I mean, the sky looks way bluer than it should be. Some buildings even become a bit blue because of that sky and the snow. So the saturation is just crazy for the pictures taken by the S20 and the LG G8X. So me personally, I believe I prefer the pictures taken by the P30 Pro for the main lens. But definitely check out the pictures and let me know in the comments down below which one you prefer. So what do you think? Which one does better for daytime pictures? The S20, the LG G8X or the P30 Pro? Alright, I think we should move on to nighttime pictures. Well, for nighttime pictures, I personally prefer some of the pictures taken by the S20 and some of the pictures taken by the P30 Pro. Unfortunately, the LG G8X doesn't do that great because the pictures aren't that sharp. You can see that well in some of those pictures because they are darker. So for nighttime pictures, the S20 and the P30 Pro are my favorite ones, even though I kind of prefer the more natural looking colors from the P30 Pro, because in some of those pictures, the saturation from some of the pictures taken by the S20, the saturation is just a bit crazy. So exactly as we've seen for daytime pictures. So I'll let you watch a few more of these nighttime pictures, but definitely let me know in the comments down below which one you prefer for nighttime pictures. And we are moving on to some sample video recordings. Well, if you look at those recordings, you're gonna notice that the image stabilization from the Samsung Galaxy S20 is the best out of the three, followed by the P30 Pro and then the LG G8X. But then if you look at those colors, you're gonna notice that the S20 does oversaturate the colors. So the sky is way too blue and even the snow kind of looks bluish. So for color accuracy, I feel that the Huawei P30 Pro did better. As for the sound in those recordings, well, I feel that the S20 did better once again, mostly because it cancels the wind better than the other two. As for nighttime recordings, well, I feel it's between the S20 and the P30 Pro. With the P30 Pro, we do get brighter videos at night, of course, but there is more noise in those videos from the P30 Pro. So I guess I'll let you watch those recordings and I'll be right back. This is our first video test between the Samsung Galaxy S20, the LG G8X and the Huawei P30 Pro. So I'm currently recording in 4K at 30 frames per second, and at this resolution we have image stabilization as well. I'm gonna try running for a bit, even though it is a bit icy around here. So let's do a bit of running so you can see which one has better image stabilization. So this is how the image stabilization works on these three devices if running. And we are moving on to another video test between the Samsung Galaxy S20, the LG G8X and of course the Huawei P30 Pro. Once again, I am recording in 4K at 30 frames per second, and at this resolution we have image stabilization for all three devices. So I'm going to pan right slowly, back left, and we'll keep walking this way. So basically, the camera is pointing to the sun. So under these conditions, this is how recording from these three devices would look like in 4K at 30 frames per second. Alright, this is a quick video test between the Huawei P30 Pro, the Samsung Galaxy S20 and the LG G8X in low light, as you can probably see. So I'm currently walking and recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. So first I'm gonna pan right slowly, and now left, and we'll keep walking for a bit. So this is how recording from these three devices would look like in low light. And lastly, we are gonna check out some selfies, and funny enough, I feel that for daytime selfies, the LG G8X did better than the other two, followed by the P30 Pro and then followed by the S20. But for nighttime selfies, I feel that once again the LG G8X did better, followed by the S20 and of course the P30 Pro. So yeah, for selfies, none of them are doing that great. So what phone do you think is best for pictures overall, for daytime, nighttime, and of course videos? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, don't forget to press that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.